Alright, people of the world, this is GTARaj and I welcome you back to the stream once again. Alright, we're back into like, what is it, day 2? Day 2 of K.A.T.T Literature Club Plus. For whatever reason, YouTube doesn't even have a separate section for DDLC Plus. It just brings it under K.A.T.T Literature Club. So, I have a few places and a few people to post this to, so I know a few places. Oh my goodness. I hope that you are all well, by the way. Alrighty. I know there's some people that are like, I've never gotten your ping. I've never gotten your ping notification for the channel or anything like that. Nah. Hello, Laxery. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the channel. I've got the link to put out one more place and then we'll be done. We'll be able to get started properly, so to speak. So bear with me for a brief moment. Well, hello, Boom. How you doing, buddy? How are you doing? Wow, I'm literally being recommended Mutahar's videos on DDLC. That's just insane. It really is, to me, if I'm honest. Right, let me quickly post this out here and then we'll get right into the goodies. You know the goodies I'm on about. I actually forgot we got a login screen whenever we boot the game up. This is really nice. We're also really early tonight. Put that upside down. You now have my full attention, chat. You're doing great. You had a party and you got hungover. Holy crap. Mr. Hungover Snook, I guess. Alright. I'm going to actually pause that thing here. Alright, so, Boom, you were correct yesterday. Dude Man Gaming, welcome. You were correct yesterday in saying that those things were a little bit of a code. I may have looked into it a little bit. I definitely looked into it a little bit. Kind of. Ooh, we have pictures. New ones. I think it's new anyway. Oh, this is new. And so, whoa, what is this? Artwork drawn by Satchely to celebrate Halloween 2019. Acquisition procedure. Select the word horror during a poem game. Oh. Okay, not gonna lie, friggin' Monica looks really nice in the outfit. Just saying. We have new music. Sweet. We have side oh. The side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the events of the main game. To get all 6 side stories, try writing poems for the different characters and viewing their special scenes in DDLC. Okay. Okay, we're gonna hop back into the main game as well. You made a class who's drunk 24/7. Oh. Welcome to the family-friendly video game K.A.T.T Literature Club. Just don't believe whatever Steam tells you, because Steam fucking lies, alright? Steam lies. So we're gonna click load game, but we were right here. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. That's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, and I'm still trying to get into WASD for some reason. I'm not playing a friggin' shoot 'em up or anything like that. Fun fact, the time of the songs never actually relate to something. Nice! Also, we Scots are known for our anger, not for drinking. Dreamily, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calmly, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Oh, there's even a continue button. Okay, I like that. Yes, you can. Okay. I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Jerry? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. Let me just adjust the volume real quick, folks. Wait, no, poems are shorter than stories. You can digest Raji's pens anytime. Hey, come on now. She's kind of pretty. Even though she's not right in the head, let's put it that way. I'm sorry for bumping the mic. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I mean, she does look pretty. However, she's not a very good character. There's a difference between being a pretty character and a good character. Oh, one of tonight's drinks has, as a Canadian drink, I kid the Canucks. However, my main drink is water. Because when you're doing voice acting and such other things, aside from breathing lessons, you need to keep yourself hydrated. I DM'd him the link to this stream. He should be able to pop in at some point. Oh, pardon me. Although I should be drinking something warm with voice acting. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you. Ah, me too. Me too's a bit. Ooh. I think we're going to go with Sayori. This is a good poem! Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right, but that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's a part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here. Oh boy. Oh boy, hello Ivan, how you doing? Gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you. Alright. I'm gonna hold you to that. I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you've missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. That's a bit dark. Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? Dark. Okay, that's all. A lot of that poem is, in fact, very dark. Keep that in mind, Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast! Hey, come on now. When was the last time you made eggs and toast? Oh boy. Yeah, the heat's kind of returned here a little bit. Like, oh. Because you know, we're breaking records with the hottest climate in Canada. Yeah, I can relate. I think the hottest that's been here in the past few weeks was 27 or some nonsense like that. I know there's something dangling. Oh come on, Spider! Really? You decided to make a web going from my monitor to my Godzilla. You asshole! The game is father. What? What do you mean father? I don't get that. This game is your father. What's the mother? I have no idea, but yeah, the highest I've seen anywhere in the UK was like 35, and it was just insane. But yeah, that spider's an asshole wherever he is. I have a Godzilla figure sitting just beneath my monitor, and there's a web going from the back of the monitor to Godzilla. And it's whatever, really. Even though you're late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. There is only Monika. Monika is the only one to exist. She controls everything. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. I can show you Godzilla now. It's from one of the old movies. There he is. That's Godzilla from Godzilla Mothra King Ghidorah Giant Mortazilla Attack. He's got the weighted out eyes. He's got the friggin' dorsal fins. And then we have Kiryu, Mechagodzilla from Tokyo SOS and Godzilla against Mechagodzilla. This one's really expensive, so I'd rather not break it. Yo, he's full of dust. I had to clean up a little bit today, actually. Like, I had to shift my setup around because I've got an N64 coming along tomorrow. What other games have I played? Well, being that I'm a streamer, I've played many, and being that I've been a gamer since I was a wee lad, I have played hundreds. Some right off the top of my head is GTA San Andreas, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, Spyro the Dragon, Crash Bandicoot, True Crime Streets of LA, Driver, Pokemon, of course. Pokemon has been on the channel a little bit. I'm gonna bring more Pokemon to the channel, actually. That's something for the future. Right. And I also kinda skip breakfast for work. I usually have like 2 cookies. I don't even have breakfast half the time. Like, it's one of the reasons I lost a whole bunch of weight. And it was kind of because I needed to, but I got into a routine where I'm like, I'm not gonna have that much to eat on a daily basis, and I'm gonna work off the rest. So yeah, the constant like protein that I've been intaking via protein shakes has helped. There's also things to keep your metabolism going. There's pills for that, but I don't recommend you use them. I really don't, if you're like sensitive to caffeine or green tea extract or anything like that. But you do kind of need a balanced diet, and one of the things I was doing as a part of my balanced diet was going to the gym. That helped me lose a bunch of weight. Not nearly as much as what I've lost now. Holy crap, that's a whole rabbit hole right there. Yeah. Going back to Ivan's question. Ivan, I had to make sure I got the name correct, alright? I had to make sure I got the name correct. Going back to his question, I've played so many. I think GTA San Andreas on this channel is the most notable game. However, some other notable games that I've had on the channel are Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. We've also got this little gem here, Sonic Adventure 2 10th Birthday Collection, and a whole horde of other games. I actually do have a lot planned, upcoming. Just a question, when will you upload GTA 4? I haven't touched GTA 4 Back to the Future in a long time. And I'm that it's a tough one. When did I last do GTA 4? Let me have a look. Oh. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. The last upload was in 2016. However, the last live was during last year's heatwave in May. That one was particularly notable for me because, well, how could I put this? GTA 4 was just acting buggy in general. Installing mods to GTA 4 immediately corrupts it. Right? Installing mods to GTA 4 immediately corrupts it, which then means you're going to have a chance to have a lot of world unloading, have a lot of issues going on, and it's not worth the time because GTA 4, whilst it is a good GTA game, it's just an unoptimized piece of crap. Doesn't matter what system you play it on. The worst place to play GTA 4 is PC. The best is Xbox 360. I don't know if there's any... Is GTA 4 on the BC list for Xbox One and Series S and stuff like that? If it is, then I literally recommend that you grab an Xbox and play GTA 4 that way. What else can I say about it? I'm not overly fond of Xbox overall, but they've got some good things going. My general dislike of Xbox right now is down to their DRM, but a lot of people are like, yeah, the DRM just doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm not gonna... it might be a long time before I even touch GTA 4 on PC again. Oh boy. Yeah, as Modern Vintage Gamer pointed out, the Xbox Series X has some pretty nasty DRM to it. And it just so happens to kick into effect as soon as you boot the Xbox for the first time. You cannot play games on it if you're not signed into Xbox Live. If for whatever reason Xbox Live is down and you cannot set the system up, you cannot use it. It's also notable if your internet connection is not working properly, you still cannot use the Xbox Series X. Most of the Xbox library cannot be used unless you're connected to Xbox Live. It's just how it is on Xbox. With like PlayStation, you can plug in and play, do all that nonsense. You don't even have to update to play games just yet. There's no games that require a later firmware just yet. But that aside, if you want the best bang for your buck right now for playing older titles, it is on Xbox. Now both Wally isn't that different between PS and Xbox 360. It's just that the 360 ran it better. The PlayStation was actually harder to make games for. Very much like the Sega Saturn to my left. I'm pretty sure the Sega Saturn has 2 CPU cores or something like that, and it made it really hard to make games for. So, multi-platform games ran worse on the Sega Saturn, like Tomb Raider. It looked better on Sega Saturn, but it also ran worse. For home consoles, PS has it in the bag. Oh, the word button is here this time. Sweet. Oh, did I not change that? I forgot to change my tags. Give me a second. Oh, that's some nonsense. Did I really? Oh, look at me! I played Pokemon. And retro, of course. Yeah, yesterday we found out a few things that there's a few things that I found out yesterday that I didn't really need to find out about the game, but whatever. Yeah, like I said, there isn't much of a graphical difference between the two Wally games. Boom! God damn it. There isn't much of a difference between the two, as far as I'm aware. I will check that link later that you sent on Steam. Man could have sent that on Discord. I heard yesterday did the Yuri stuff. Yes, we got Yuri out of the way. Or we're still doing the Yuri stuff. I mean, do I even have Urge as a custom? I don't. I'll just respond with a hey Tommy. Why the fuck is that called Hey Tommy? Blame Victor for that one actually, for channel emoji. Anyway, back to the game and my horrible voice acting, in fact. So, we've done Sayori, we're gonna do Natsuki next. Well, it's obvious what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke my emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? Yes, please. I mean, what? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls, houses can seek. I mean, what? Cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Also, the continue button is a massive welcome here, by the way. And sure, it shows you the difference between Wall-E for the PS3 and Xbox 360. Yeah, that's fine. I know there's differences between various games. Some of them are not so different, except for like frame rates. I know Portal 1 and 2 on PS3 are horrible. To which PC Master Race steps in and is like, here, hold my 200 frames a second. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. Nani? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. Ow! Okay. Yes, it is. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Oh, come on now. Come on now. If Natsuki were to ever grow up and get out of that friggin' VM nonsense, she'd probably slap a bitch. She really would. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Yes. She is very much like a Karen. Can I speak to your manager? It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realised. Pardon me. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Ha, guess not. I decided to humour her with her last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. God damn it. The last one is Monika. Remember, there is only Monika. There is nothing else. The club is a lie. There's no club, there's no school, there's no main protagonist. There is no Raj. There's only Monika. Who should I show my poem to next, Monika? Hi! Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, would you share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. Great job. I was going in my head when I was reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Hey, she likes a bit deep, confirmed. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That Steam is bugging me right here. Did the stream really freeze? That's annoying. Damn it, Boom, I'm gonna click your dang link. Yo, that's a kind of bit of a difference between Wait, I'll take that out of the HDR window. One moment. Okay, looking at my monitor properly, there actually isn't that much of a difference. Like, not too much of a difference. Close that tab. But the frame rate is a little bit better on Xbox. Let's see. Yeah, the Xbox has a little bit more color and detail to it. But yeah, that's all it really is, for the most part, is color and a bit more detail. In the grand scheme of things, it does look better. However, it's not that. Hey! You can't do that. Sorry for pointing out your tags, Elliot, and don't say thank you. Thank you? You know I'm gonna read the message out, so even if you say don't say thank you, I'm still gonna say thank you. So thank you. Aha! That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes his kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Oh, come on now. Come on now. Hey, Boom, is the stream still frozen? Yeah, this is way back. Sweet. Behave yourself. Don't make me delete that message. You're not allowed to. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning of it. Well, later on, Yuri gets full of a knife, so whatever. But here's the thing. I kind of know what this is alluding to. It's alluding to this whole cult nonsense in that freaking book that Yuri has. The Portrait of Markov, I think it is. And that book comes off as cultish. It really does. What the hell is flickering behind me? Oh, it's showing my friggin' jacket hanging up. Nice. But yeah, it comes off as cultish, like Yuri has that Portrait of Markov book, and she's trying to pass it off to the main protagonist. To which the main protagonist would read it, probably get enthralled by it, and then pass it on to someone else. It seems like a cult thing. Further pushed on by Monika saying that she likes books that are deep and symbolic. Very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. Years of practice. Wally's. Ha ha ha. I can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri's had at this point. I never really asked though. Hey, you didn't need to. If that fucking theory is correct, then oh boy, you've already seen it. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Hey, at least Yuri's gonna get to try a knife at some point. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. Hey, nice. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way that everyone wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. I just realized Godzilla is not in the right spot. There we go. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. I know someone who keeps seeing me, and it's really annoying. Well, let's read it then. It couldn't have hole in a wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbour? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. I reel, blind like the film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. Ladies, it wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. Wait, he hasn't seen Wall-E? He's uncultured. Wait, is that part of the image? That's dust on my screen. I might try and wipe that off. Gosh dang it. That's annoying now. Stretching forever into everything, a whole of infinite choices. I realise now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Hey! That theory's looking more and more plausible. Gosh darn it, that thing is annoying. If I have to whip out the cleaning tools, I will. If I have to bring up a white fucking image on this screen, I will. Let me guess, I'm being trolled. Put my finger on it. I'm being fucking trolled. It's not here on the image. Bruh, that paper has a spot on it. I don't fucking like it, I don't think. That's on the thing! Oh my god, I tried to clean my screen for no reason. Bullshit! I hate this. I hate it. So, what do you think? It's very freeform. If that's what you want to call it. If that's what you call it. Sorry. I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Oh, come on now. That that virtual machine nonsense from that fucking theory video is like, hey. With the fact that she's had an epiphany, and she's somehow able to connect herself to another virtual machine to peer into that friggin' cult thing that's going on. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? This would confirm it, I would think. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Hey. There's a cult thing that Yuri talks about. It's what her book is based on, and it's alleged to. The book itself is alleged to take place in a virtual machine. Virtual machine number 2 or whatever it is. No, I mean like in DDLC itself. The lore around DDLC, especially when we get to let's save this real quick. It's kind of backed up. It's kind of backed up with these files here, and also mail that you're alleged to receive later on. However, not in Roblox. At some point along the road, or at some point or whatever, oh well. The world of DDLC takes place in a virtual world. I've seen that nonsense. But yeah, allegedly, and this could actually be confirmed if we go into the files, like attributions and stuff like that. Well, not exactly attributions, but it was something we checked out yesterday, like Insecure Directory. This is a scratch disk, Ray is setting on a proxy mail server, Paula, that kind of thing. These are employees of the Metaverse company. We also have new pictures. Also this. It takes pictures of the poems? Sweet. But yeah, allegedly Doki Doki is sitting in a virtual machine. An emulated reality. And then you've got the book of Markov. That book that Yuri is reading, that book allegedly takes place inside of another virtual machine where they're trying to ascend to godhood or some nonsense like that. And allegedly the characters that you interact with are from that virtual world. Just copy pasted over to the DDLC world. And for whatever reason, Monika has a higher access and is able to get memories and all sorts of nonsense from the Book of Markov world. And that's where the epiphany is. Allegedly, they're all meant to be being tortured over there to be pieces of ascending to godhood or something. It's really messed up, and in a kind of way, when you look through files, not these, internal, and then you've got these codes here. If you browse through all the codes, and then you set your internal clock to a certain time, you'll gain the ability to look through certain files. So we go through 01 and all that nonsense. And I'm actually doing it this day. We're browsing the files. We're going to be browsing the files. So we're in the folder 000. There's definitely files here. I don't think you get access to some of them until you get further on in the game. Just to like kind of stop you. 1, 2, 3. Oh, a minute. Yeah. Yeah, meeting notes 3. What's this all about? Yeah. Unable to open meeting notes 3.txt. Unknown error. Please try again later. So it's a really deep lore, and you have to set the game clock to a specific time. You break the codes. What codes? You have to set the clock to a certain time. Is it really 8:30 here? Is it based on real time? Yeah, it is. Yeah, you have to set, I think it's your PC clock or some nonsense to a specific time, and you'll be able to access these notes. So we go back. There's actually more here. So if you browse through them all, you can, in fact, come across them. And the notes are meant to be really fucking dark. So, it's a thing I kind of want to explore with all this, because we have the insecure directory stuff here. We have the backup, meeting notes 1, development utility, development timeline, new tasks, test cases for new genetic model, server type optimization idea. So, here's the thing, right? The server time makes sense with all the virtual machine stuff with simulated reality. Test cases, that Book of Markov seems like a real fucking test if you ask me. Automatic data collection, so something is gathering data for something else. Data migration to encrypted file share Monday, okay. Virtual machine 2 roadblocks. Row on VM2, everyone else on VM1 for data collection. So VM1 is Book of Markov. The data is being collected there and purposely fed or copy pasted or stored in VM2, which is Doki Doki. Ideas for data search types, visual renderers, audio data, virtual machine environment changes, okay. Persistent variable tampering timestamps. Passing through patterns. No excessive server time needed. Meeting over time. You know who went on too many tangents again. I need to be more assertive about staying focused. Now, that's pretty suspicious for some fucking notes, by the way. What's this test? File copy test from disposable drive to thin client. So they've been performing tests. What's in the system? Nothing. We can open. Ooh, hello. Access keys found so far from tower rotation. So, okay. 221. Is there anything in 221 that we can look at? 221. Project plan. Okay, we need to set the game time. We need to go back up. Nope. System. And tower key, set the game time to 2:40 in the morning. So can we do that? Is that a thing we're able to do? Or do we have to set our own fucking time? Oh, that's nonsense. I'm gonna have to set my PC's clock. Let me set my clock, damn it. Yeah. Let's try this immediately, in fact. Oh my goodness. Date. Oh, come on, Windows, you're an asshole. Date. And type settings. This might screw things up. This might kill the stream, I think. I don't know. I do not know. Change. So we want 240. 0. Wait, is it 24-hour clock? 0 to 40. Change. Done. Is the stream still going? Internal. 2, 2, 1. Project plan. Hey, we now have access. We now have access to this project plan. High level overview. Is it still show? It's 241. Nice. Create human readable version of fabric benchmark results, suggesting we live in a simulated universe. Hey. Emulate fabric benchmark results in virtualized environment. That's VM1. Build parameters for genetic iterations. VM1. Custom elevated access levels for one or more entities. So custom elevated access is what Monika has at the end of DDLC. That is how she was able to alter the game. Build parameters for genetic. Iterate until a simulation is stable for target time threshold. This is our small scale simulated universe. So VM1, the Book of Markov or whatever. Observe effects of elevated access / knowledge of simulation. Or that could be VM2, because Monika changes. Monika changes at some point through the game. She has knowledge of this other virtual machine, which is where this elevated access and knowledge comes from. She has the knowledge of another existence. Collect and record data. Pitch findings to upper management as profitable venture. Note, do not go through Barry. Go straight to upper management. Get promoted. Job saved. Oh, that's genius. Possible team members. Role has most knowledge / access to Commander Quantum Server. Ravi, second to Role. Lip. Fix naming scheme conflict with a lip folder. Ooh. Ive. Sure. Why not? Fucking rip Ive. VM1 current project. Small scale simulation. This is what we've been talking about. VM1 is that Book of Markov nonsense. VM2 is what we're currently playing. This is Doki Doki. VM1 details. Okay, VM1 might just be DDLC then. Literature. Production of text, assets, easy data collection. 4 entries, characters. Small physical space. Efficient for server and genetic iterations. Highly elevated access permission creates very stable connection window for data collection. In exchange for less realistic simulated scenarios. Okay. So you can see how DDLC in its own right within its own game is a virtual game. There's a lot of nonsense going on, and it is very interesting. Scratch disk, copy the disposable drive, plug it directly into thin client. Meeting notes, test. We've already seen all that. I'm gonna change my clock back. Windows 10 is fucking updates nonsense. Why am I not pinged on Mono server? Why am I not set on Mono server actually? Set time automatically. Thank you. Alright. But yeah, you can see where the theory lies with the whole virtual reality stuff. Because it was all brought to light with game theory, and a lot of the pieces add up. You'd have to convert certain files to find certain pieces of information required. And it kind of further proves all of it. It's not just really based on theory, it's literally what the game gives you to work with. Any information you find out via spectrograms and all that nonsense, that's on you. The game gives it to you, and it's you looking it up. It's not quite a theory. It might also not be the author's intention. So it is what it is. I really like what they've been doing with this. It's hilariously nice. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Nice. Okay. Alright, we're gonna finish up here. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you write a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. That's a bit dark. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Nice. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. Why am I flickering? What is flickering behind me? Is it my jacket? Because it's hanging up drying. It's like... yeah, boy. Ah, my neck is so freaky stiff, by the way. It's a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. Hey, she's into what she's into, alright? Yuri might be into wanting to make Swiss cheese and spaghetti out of her insides later on. But that's her own prerogative. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and GTA Raj did too. So, based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And GTARaj liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that GTAraj appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. She's fucking reeing at this point. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as GTAraj started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting. Suddenly, both girls turn... Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true! She started it! If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain to her. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Hey, come on now. If so, I think you have to pick her for this choice. Yeah, this is still the Yuri run. Gosh darn it, I want those side quests. Not that it was with Yuri being the focus anyway. This run is not canon. Oh. The entire... Yuri. Natsuki. You're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yes, it is. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I mean... Because of the virtualized environment, there's no real non-canon except for the side story stuff. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well. And if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that oh. Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Yuri apologized. Don't you think that you should too? Screech, screech. Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. Hey, if she unalives herself, that would be best. We need Sayori to stay alive. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped. At this point, being defiant only because she can't handle pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Hey, you're always hurt. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all of your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Hey, so she threw it at Yuri. Nice. Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her trash can has her chin buried in her hands, while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. Saving? Cack. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright. I believe you. Thanks. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said. About, I would never do anything so shameful. So... Eh? What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Hey! If it's the same kind of tea that she made in the previous run DDLC, I don't want it. She can fucking drown for all I care. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. And it's at that moment in time that, in the corridor, Yuri took out a pen. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. How about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. Oh, chat really loves to shit on Yuri. We need to get Leek in here because he's like the only Yuri stan that I know. Yeah, Leek's position is apparently in the bin. Look, we all know Sayori is best girl. That water was warm, by the way. Let me grab another drink. Hooah! Alright, this is round 2 of the Volvic stuff that we got here. We got this here. This is fantastic. we are making decent progress, and the suicide stuff should come up in the next episode, I think. I can't quite remember because we're taking the story slower at this point. You've seen the let's play I did of it, and you know, looking back at the stuff and knowing what I know now, you can see all the signs really early on through various bits of dialogue, and even with this operating system style stuff that's going on now. When you save and exit and all that, it really makes it clear right off the bat with that operating system screen. The DDLC is in fact virtualized. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Hey, you better enjoy it. Sayori. About what happened earlier. Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. Yay. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew! One less reason to hang from a ceiling later on. You know, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. Hey! And I think everyone really likes you too. That's every day is great at your Juness. That's a reference. Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone's nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her. But it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Hey, don't go using the best waifu. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Another poem, okay. Agonizing. A ribbon, vitality, entropy, boop. Wow. Variance, raindrops, disown, yay. Milk, bouncy, uncontrollable, a lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly lollipop. Promise, candy, clumsy, excitement, skipping, secretive, a doki doki, ah. Summer, waterfall, whirlwind, puppy, incongruent, tragedy, ah. Cry, fluffy, infinite, swimsuit, vivid, death. Oh, fuck. Woo! Prayer, sad. Oh, come on. Determination. Hey, jumpy. Oh. Fuck! We need this to be Yuri. Warm, friend, skirt, grief, defeat. Oh, fuck. Awesome treasure, daydream, heaven sent. Hey. Dream, giggle, disaster, fear, existent, starscape, incapable. Hey, that sums up Monica. Special. Oh, unrestrained. That's a good one. Breathe. Something Sayori is not about to do. Oh. Shame? Oh. Passion, lazy, hope, climax. Ladies. Alone, explode, dazzle, broken. Fuck! Yeah, come on. Massacre, peaceful, cheeks. About to clap some. Horror. Intellectual, family, email, flying, fireworks, charm, sweet, frightening. Hey, we got Yuri. We got some Yuri booty. Aye. Oh shit, I should have saved. Oh, you kidding? Well, anyway, we're doing Yuri, so it's fine. Bang. If we fuck up, it's fine. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Actually, we've saved, yeah. You know what? Wait, what? I told it. Oh, did I just click return by mistake? Whoops. Hey. Alright. We've got the poem selected, but we saved a couple of minutes beforehand. So if we screw up and there's no Yuri, then is what it is. I just want to see what happens. But we have new music. We have It's Alright, which is Daijobu. And Daijobu is alright in Japanese. Dear Sunshine featured Nazuria Sky, Candy Hats, Daijobu. Poem Panic, play with me, hey. Okay everyone, dreams of love and literature. Hello Sayori and Doki Doki Literature Club. Ohio, Sayori. Yeah, we still have no mail. I don't know what the fuck that's all about. The side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the events of the main game. Okay. But anyway, what we're going to try and do is unlock more side stories, side quests, and all that. And hopefully it all goes well, so... like I think I said it earlier, and I think I said it yesterday, but we're going to do this in smaller bursts, alright? Smaller bursts. So far, we've done poems 1, we're on poem 2, and we've also taken a look at some of the internal files. The unlockables, I believe. Oh, unlockables. You change your game clock and go to 221, it's whatever. But yeah, we still have a long way to go. We might be into this next week. I don't know if we will be, but it is what it is. It should be alright, in fact. I know people do enjoy this and they want to see what's going to happen next. I want to see the deepest, darkest pits this game can go to. Alright? I want to see what happens. There's more to this than let's on. I have an idea. I do have an idea. It is based on game theory. You know the very, very popular channel run by MatPat and his editors and such things. So if you don't know what I'm on about, go check out that lot. It's if the VM stuff confuses you, then this might MatPat's videos might actually help you. Him and a bunch of people online got the idea to run certain files through base 64 converters, run certain files through spectrograms where you got pictures and all that nonsense. Spectrograms are actually a very funny way of sending pictures to someone in an audio file. So you can convert a picture into an audio file and be like, hey, here, hold this, and they'll get junked to static. But when you run it through a spectrogram, it's like, whatever, picture. Anyway, if you've enjoyed yourself, subscribe to the channel, drop a like, share the content around. If you want to help support the channel even more, you can become a channel member for as little as £1/$1. Every little helps and everything is appreciated. So, from me to you. Alright, you got work now, have a good one. Alright, take care, boom. Take care, everyone. Stay safe, take care, and I will see you all again Thursday. Maybe even tomorrow, actually. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm meant to be busy tomorrow. I'm getting a Nintendo 64 tomorrow as well, so might spend the night playing that. Anyway, take care, stay safe, and I will see you all again tomorrow.